All right, now here's the banking crisis update. I'm going to tell you how it is because it's happening through the weekend. And obviously, if you kind of grew up the way I did and were around the people I was, this is a conversation we're having because this is actually happening. Right now, look, the it was supposed to be UBS to the rescue. Now it's possibly sounding like BlackRock as far as the SVB. You have to understand, people are talking about Bank of America was going to come in and buy it. A lot of shit's not happening the way it's supposed to be happening. Okay, I think they lost control of this thing. I think they started with, they can control it. I think it's slipping into the world of like they can't control it. That's the small regional banks. Now the mid-sized banks now are starting to ask, even before they're in trouble or like they know what's up. They're starting to ask the FDIC to cover them fully, all their deposits. That means that, if they're covered fully, that means that, FDIC has to buy their treasury bonds and their MBS. Listen, they're buying shit that at the end of the day, if Powell raises the interest rate, is gonna tank. Either way, left or right, is gonna take us down. Okay, if the FDIC comes in and saves it, oh, we're gonna take care of everybody's deposit. Yeah, that's not mathematically possible. But even if they say they're gonna do that, it's not gonna be possible because here's the deal: the Fed's gonna have to raise interest rates. But if they raise interest rates, they're going to tank everything the FDIC is buying to shore up deposits. So now the small regionals are fucked, okay? And on top of everything, the mid-size are fucked. And here's the other side of the fence that nobody's looking at. Those big banks, the ones that are too big to fail, well, they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger and fatter and fatter and fatter and more of the bullshit they got on their books. And nobody's looking at. Now, Credit Suisse, at the end of the day, a lot of motherfuckers are trying to come into the rescue, trying to help and everything. Let me tell you something. I think when they take a look at the books and what them motherfuckers have, like, there's no coming to the rescue. I think the Credit Suisse problem is actually bigger than what we all thought throughout the years. Because we don't even know how many times things are freaking multiple times over leveraged. Like the whole CDO over CDO over CDO over synthetic CDO. Let me tell you something. Credit Suisse should change their name to like fucking synthetic CDO. Whatever. I don't like those motherfuckers. The motherfuckers I came around with, I didn't like those motherfuckers. They're just, dumb. The old fucking assholes from the fuck is that fucking Dresdner and all them. Whatever. Fucking, we're Swiss. Go fuck your mother. Anyway, here's the deal. Ain't nobody saving nobody. That's the reality. This is where it comes out. Because they're too busy trying to still figure out how to save these small regional banks, okay? And on top of that, like First Republic, a bunch of the big banks got together and they saved it. And then all of a sudden they had to cut out the dividend and it dropped again. And that didn't work. And now you got the mid-sized banks, they're fucking crying. They're crying even before they got smacked. And at the end of the day, if they need to be covered all the deposits, what happened if people start pulling money out now at the end of the day? Right now, there's about 185, 86 banks that are on the ledge. And I'm telling you the truth. This is it. It's about 180 something banks that are on the edge. You gotta understand something. There ain't enough money in fucking Jupiter. Nothing. We could rent out your mother all fucking month long and we'll never even dent the money. Like, there will be nothing. Small, we can't cover all deposits. People are gonna get fucked over. Mid-size, we can't cover. People are gonna get fucked over. The idea that the government could come in and buy all of these banks' investments and shore up the money in order for the deposits to be able to take out the money, I got a question for you. What happens when all the depositors, okay, all of us, take our money out and don't put it back in? Let's say we go, fuck that, I'm not putting it back in. How is this gonna work out? Like, we're now talking Ponzi economics here. So the government bails out these banks in order for the depositors to get their money, but if the depositors take their money, how does the bank pay back the government? Yeah, riddle me that one. Okay, so now we have the small, the mediums, and the too big to fails are becoming monsters. Monsters that are big. So the too big to fail might turn around and become, it was too big not to fail. And all that shit is going down technically right now as we speak, and this weekend. And this week. And I'll talk about this week. But please understand, the banking crisis, it's beyond banking crisis. This is everywhere. This is Europe. This is everybody that fucked around. Now they're finding out. And the people that weren't fucking around, they're going to find out that at the end of the day that they were fucking around. So next video will explain some things that are coming this week, which I hope doesn't happen, but nonetheless. Next video.